REUTERSLe Touquet agreement. Theresa May and Emmanuel Macron have discusses the Treaty of Touquet, also known as the Treat of Touquet. The agreement lets British immigration officials carry out border checks in northern France rather than in Dover. The accord, which was first approved in February 2003, allowed the UK to set up checkpoints in Calais and Dunkirk. Britain also runs these juxtaposed immigration checks from the Eurotunnel terminal at Coquelles and Paris Gare du Nord and Brussels Midi stations. French officials have insisted that the revamped deal will complement, but not replace, the original deal. Le Touquet agreement has been criticized by some security experts who argue that it places too much pressure on authorities in France. Oliver Kahn explained, on paper, it's a two-way deal, but only because French police can carry out border checks in Britain, the migration movement is only going in one direction. REUTERSLe Touquet agreement. May has pledged £44.5 million to France. Migrants are trying to reach the UK from France, and not the other way around. The migration movement is only going in one direction. Oliver Kahn, security expert. The treaty moved the British border to France, which has been left to bear the brunt of the migrant crisis in Calais alone. What does Le Touquet agreement mean for the UK? UK funding towards security measures is thought to have topped £100 million in the last 3 years, according to the Press Association. This latest cash injection would bring the total to around the £150 million mark. REUTERSLe Touquet agreement. The money will be spent on CCTV and new fencing. British officials say that the funds will be spent on fencing, CCTV and detection technology along France's northern border, helping to reduce the amount of illegal attempts to enter Britain. The number of people trying to enter Britain illegally has plummeted in recent years, down from about 80,000 in 2015 to just over 30,000 last year. As part of the deal, the UK could also commit to taking in more child refugees from France. The news comes after a number of EU leaders questioned Britain's commitment to rehoming refugees in recent months. Mrs May's decision to cave into Mr Macron's demands has been met with scorn by some members of her own party. Tuesday, December 26, 2017. Orange-Fontaines lies around 30 kilometers from Calais. Christopher Chope, a Conservative member of the Commons Home Affairs Committee, said, "We keep handing over money for security and France keeps coming back for more. Enough is enough. They keep holding US to ransom." It has been suggested that this is a price we need to pay for a trade deal with the EU, but it certainly raises a lot of questions. Meanwhile, Andrew Bridgen demanded that the Prime Minister send the bill to Angela Merkel.